What is the meaning of the verb sort out?
When you do something to solve a problem or to correct a misunderstanding, you sort it out. Everyone is confused about the new plan. We ought to talk to Mrs. Tater and sort everything out.
What is the meaning of the verb go beyond?
When people or things are better or worse. Or do something in a better or worse way than is normal or expected, they go beyond what is normal or expected. Did you say Jackson's new book is good? I think it goes beyond good, it's fantastic. Sam's wife discovered that he wasn't just friends with his secretary. Their relationship went way beyond friendship.
What is the meaning of the verb go over?
When an idea, suggestion, or performance is accepted and liked by other people, it goes over. The singer's performance went over well with the critics.
What is the meaning of the verb pay back, for?
When you pay people back or pay people back for something bad they have done to you. You do something bad to them. I'll pay that guy back for the terrible things he's done to me if it takes the rest of my life.
What is the meaning of the verb come back?
When people, organizations, companies, Or athletes overcome difficulties and become successful again, they come back. My home team came back from last place and won the championship.
What is the meaning of the verb hang up?
When you hang something in a high place so that it cannot touch the ground, you hang it up. Timmy never hangs anything up, he just leaves it on the floor.
What is the meaning of the verb catch up, with?
When you move faster and reach the same level or place as people who had been. Moving faster or doing better than you were, you catch up or catch up with them. We left an hour before Luis, but he drove fast and quickly caught up.
What is the meaning of the verb take off?
When you take time off from work or study, you do something different, instead of working or studying. Our company always lets us take the week between Christmas and New Year's Day off.
What is the meaning of the verb keep up, with?
When you are in a group that is studying, working, and so on. And you are able to learn or work at the same rate as the others, you keep up or keep up with the group. Fall behind is the opposite of keep up. Lydia missed several days of school last month. And now she's having a hard time keeping up with the rest of the class.
What is the meaning of the verb dry up?
When something dries up or something dries it up, all the water or other liquid in it goes away. The sun came out and dried up all the rain. The Great Salt Lake is slowly drying up.
What is the meaning of the verb go off, with?
When you go off, you leave a place or the people you are with and go to a different place. When you go off with someone. You leave a place or the people you are with and go to a different place with them. Mark went off not realizing he had left his wallet at home.
What is the meaning of the verb con out of informal?
When you con people out of something, you persuade them to give it to you by fooling or deceiving them. Marvin conned them out of their life savings.
What is the meaning of the verb take back, to?
When you take something that you have bought to the place where you bought it and ask to have it repaired. To exchange it for something else, or for the money you paid for it. You take it back or take it back to the place where you bought it. That new TV that Nancy bought was a piece of junk. She took it back to the store and demanded her money back.
What is the meaning of the verb put inland to?
When you put money in or put money into a bank or an account at a bank, you deposit the money. Put inland to is the opposite of take out. We put $10,000 into our savings account.
What is the meaning of the verb stick out?
When a characteristic or feature of something sticks out, that feature is very noticeable. One thing that really stuck out about him was the strange way he left.
What is the meaning of the verb do over?
When you do something over, you do it again in order to improve it or to correct mistakes. I got a bad grade on my paper, but the teacher said I could do it over.
What is the meaning of the verb work out?
When a situation works out, the end result is successful. The marriage didn't work out, and they were divorced after 6 months.
What is the meaning of the verb hang around informal?
When people stay in a place instead of leaving, they hang around. Do you have to go or can you hang around for a while?
What is the meaning of the verb carry out?
When you carry out a duty, task, assignment, or order, you do it. The boss was furious because his orders hadn't been carried out.
What is the meaning of the verb put back?
When you put something back, you return it to where it was before. After you finish listening to my CDs, please put them back.
What is the meaning of the verb aim at?
When you do something designed to affect one class or type of people, you aim it at those people. Cigarette manufacturers were accused of aiming their advertising at young people.
What is the meaning of the verb make out always used with to be?
When you make people or things out to be a certain way or a certain thing. You describe or consider them to be this way or to be this thing. The critics made the film out to be a real bore, but I liked it.
What is the meaning of the verb pick up?
When you pick up the check or the tab, a tab is a list of money. That someone owes, in a restaurant or other place, you pay it. Tom's a real cheapskate, he never picks up the check.
What is the meaning of the verb let out?
When you reveal secret or sensitive information, you let it out. I was furious when my secretary let out that I had interviewed for a new position.
What is the meaning of the verb lie around?
When you lie around doing something, you recline and relax and do not do anything important. All my sister ever does is lie around watching soap operas.
What is the meaning of the verb fall out of?
When you fall from or through something that is above ground level to the ground below. You fall out or fall out of it. I found a baby bird that had fallen out of its nest.
What is the meaning of the verb take out of?
When you take something out or take it out of a container, storage place, or building, you remove it. Put in / into is the opposite of take out. I want to take some books out of the library tonight. Jake took out a gun and shouted, "This is a holdup." Nancy took $500 out of the bank.
What is the meaning of the verb get together with?
When two people get together, they meet and spend time together. When you get together with someone, you meet and spend time with that person. When a man and woman resume a relationship after separating, they get back together. If you're not busy tomorrow night, would you like to get together?
What is the meaning of the verb give away?
When you give a secret away, you accidentally reveal that secret. You can trust me with the secret.
What is the meaning of the verb wear out?
When something wears out or you wear it out. It becomes damaged or weak from use and age and is no longer usable. The carpet in the hallway wore out and had to be replaced.
What is the meaning of the verb give up?
When you stop doing something you do regularly, such as a sport or a job, you give it up. My father didn't give skydiving up until he was 82.
What is the meaning of the verb hold on informal?
When you hold on, you wait for a short time. Hang on is the same as hold on. I've been holding on for 15 minutes. I can't wait any longer.
What is the meaning of the verb point to?
When you make preparations for something in the future, you plan for it. The festival was a disaster because they didn't plan for such a huge crowd.
What is the meaning of the verb zip up?
When you zip up a coat or other item of clothing, you close it with a zipper. It's freezing outside, zip your coat up.
What is the meaning of the verb go for informal?
When you go for something, you like it a lot. Eric really goes for scuba diving.
What is the meaning of the verb dry off?
When something dries off or you dry something off, water or other liquids that are on it evaporate. Leave your wet clothes outside and let the sun dry them off.
What is the meaning of the verb wind up?
When you wrap something long, such as an electrical cord, rope, string, or measuring tape. Around and around so that it is in a ball or on a spool, you wind it up. That's enough fishing for today. Let's wind up our lines and go home.
What is the meaning of the verb do away with?
When you do away with people, you kill them. The woman was accused of doing away with her husband with arsenic.
What is the meaning of the verb tell apart?
When it is possible to see how two similar things are different, you can tell them apart. The twins are identical, no one can tell them apart. All the puppies look the same, and I have a hard time telling them apart.
What is the meaning of the verb space out informal used mostly by young people?
When you space out or when something spaces you out. Something or someone confuses you and causes you to forget what you were saying or doing at that moment. This place is really weird, it's spacing me out. Sorry, what did you say? I wasn't listening, I spaced out.
What is the meaning of the verb get on?
When you get an item of clothing on, you put it on your body. Get your coat on. It's cold outside.
What is the meaning of the verb blow away informal?
When something you have seen or heard makes you very shocked, amazed, or emotional, it blows you away. The first time I saw the pyramids, they just blew me away.
What is the meaning of the verb leave behind?
When you leave someone or something behind, you go to a different place. The explorers left the mountains behind and entered the jungle.
What is the meaning of the verb pay back, for?
When you pay people back or pay people back for something bad they have done to you. You do something bad to them. Jake shot Hank to pay him back for turning him in to the police.
What is the meaning of the verb go in?
When something goes in or goes into a place, container, enclosure. and so on, it belongs there, fits there, or can be put there. That dish goes in the cabinet next to the stove.
What is the meaning of the verb go in for?
When you go in for a certain activity, you like it and do it regularly. Brian really goes in for any kind of outdoor activity.
What is the meaning of the verb trade in?
When you give an old car or other piece of expensive equipment to someone you are buying a new car or. Piece of equipment from in order to get a lower price, you trade the old car or piece of equipment in. After the twins were born, Rahul traded his pickup truck in for a station wagon.
What is the meaning of the verb break down?
When you use force to go through a door that is locked, you break it down. A door had to be broken down to rescue the people trapped by the fire.
What is the meaning of the verb go after?
When you chase and try to physically stop or to attack people, you go after them. Captain Morgan was ordered to go after the enemy soldiers.
What is the meaning of the verb break out, of?
When you escape from a place where you are a prisoner, you break out or break out of that place. The police have been looking for him ever since he broke out.
What is the meaning of the verb wear out?
When something wears out or you wear it out. It becomes damaged or weak from use and age and is no longer usable. The carpet in the hallway wore out and had to be replaced.
What is the meaning of the verb end up?
When people end up doing something or end up a certain way. It is the result of a series of decisions, actions, or unplanned and unexpected occurrences. End up is similar to wind up. Judy has never gone skydiving before, so she'll probably end up in the hospital with 2 broken legs.
What is the meaning of the verb track down?
When you find things or people after looking very hard for them, you track them down. The terrorists were tracked down by Interpol.
What is the meaning of the verb keep to?
When you keep information to yourself, you do not tell anyone. I wish she would keep her racist comments to herself, I don't want to hear them.
What is the meaning of the verb close off?
When you close off an area / you prohibit people from entering it or passing through it by locking the door or blocking the entrance. The house was so expensive to heat that the owners closed several rooms off.
What is the meaning of the verb point to?
When a situation or occurrence causes you to consider something else, it points to that thing. These terrible test scores point to a need for some major changes in our educational system.
What is the meaning of the verb put up?
When you move something to a higher level, you put it up. He aimed the gun at me and said, "Put your hands up or I'll shoot."
What is the meaning of the verb cut up?
When you use a knife or pair of scissors to cut something. So that there are many small pieces, you cut it up. I was so angry at her that I cut her picture up and flushed it down the toilet.
What is the meaning of the verb keep to?
When you keep to the right or left, you continue moving to the right or left. Faster cars are supposed to keep to the left.
What is the meaning of the verb hook up, to?
When you connect one electronic device to another, you hook it up or hook it up to something. I hooked my sound system up to my TV, and now the TV is in stereo.
What is the meaning of the verb go out, to?
When people leave a city where you are and go out to a place outside the city, they travel to that place. Last weekend we went out to Jim's cabin on the lake.
What is the meaning of the verb bring up?
When you bring up children, you care for them as they grow to adulthood. When you bring up children to believe something or to behave in a certain way. You try to teach this belief or behavior to them. Tom was born in Canada, but he was brought up in the United States.
What is the meaning of the verb get by?
When something, such as a mistake or a problem, gets by you, you do not notice it. I checked this report twice. How did all these misspellings get by me?
What is the meaning of the verb go out?
When an electrical light goes out, it stops producing light because it is no longer receiving power. When the old tree fell on the power lines, every light in town went out.
What is the meaning of the verb bite off?
When you bite off something, you use your teeth to remove a piece. When you bite off more than you can chew. You agree to do something that you do not have the time or the ability to do. You can't finish that huge project by tomorrow. I think you've bitten off more than you can chew.
What is the meaning of the verb drop in, on?
When you drop in on people, you visit them unexpectedly. Sally dropped in on Marcia last night.
What is the meaning of the verb run out, of?
When people or things run out or run out of a place, room, building, and so on, they leave it very quickly. Run inland to is the opposite of run out. There's Sophia across the street, run out and ask her to come over here.
What is the meaning of the verb get through, with?
When you get through with an activity. Or get through doing an activity, you finish it or finish doing it. I have so much homework that I might not get through with it until midnight.
What is the meaning of the verb take apart?
When you completely separate the parts of something, you take it apart. Take apart is the opposite of put together. I had to take my bike apart when I moved.
What is the meaning of the verb clear out?
When people clear out or clear out of a place or they are cleared out of a place, they leave it. After the police threw tear gas, the crowd cleared right out.
What is the meaning of the verb shut off?
When you shut off an electrical or mechanical device. You cut the power going to it so that it stops operating. Turn off and switch off are similar to shut off. Timmy's mother told him to shut off the TV and go to bed.
What is the meaning of the verb tear off?
When you use force to remove a piece of something that is flexible paper. Cloth, and so on. You tear it off. Alex always tears the tags off his shirt collars.
What is the meaning of the verb put together?
When you assemble the parts of something, you put it together. Put together is the opposite of take apart. Sally got a bicycle for her birthday, and her father put it together after dinner.
What is the meaning of the verb fall over?
When people or things fail over, they fall to the ground from an upright position. That tree has been dead for 50 years, but it still hasn't fallen over.
What is the meaning of the verb turn off?
When you turn off an electrical or mechanical device. You change the controls to stop it from producing or doing something. Turn on is the opposite of turn off. Switch off and shut off are similar to turn off. When I'm driving and have to wait for a long freight train to pass, I always turn my car off.
What is the meaning of the verb open up?
When you open something up, you reveal what is inside so that people can see it. Mike's going to open up his computer to try to find the problem.
What is the meaning of the verb keep up?
When people or things keep you up, they prevent you from going to bed. Or if you are in bed, they prevent you from falling asleep. That noisy party across the alley kept me up all night.
What is the meaning of the verb run out?
When something is completely used, consumed, or sold, it runs out. Elle played poker last night. And for a while I was ahead by $3,000. But then my luck ran out, and I ended up losing it all.
What is the meaning of the verb run down, to?
When you move quickly to a lower level or place, you run down or run down to that place. I saw someone trying to steal my car, and I ran down to the street to try to stop him.
What is the meaning of the verb punch in?
When you come to your workplace and put your time card in the Time clock to record the time you have arrived, you punch in. Don't forget to punch in as soon as you get to work.
What is the meaning of the verb break up?
When something breaks into smaller pieces, it breaks up. When you break something into smaller pieces, you break it up. The meteor broke up when it entered Earth's atmosphere.
What is the meaning of the verb try on?
When you try on an item of clothing before deciding whether you will buy it or borrow. It from someone in order to see if it fits or to see if you like it, you try it on. She must have tried on 20 pairs of shoes before making up her mind.
What is the meaning of the verb figure out?
When you figure out something, such as the answer to a question, the solution to a problem. Or why a person is a certain way or acts a certain way, you think about and succeed in understanding it. I looked everywhere for my keys, but I couldn't figure out where I put them.
What is the meaning of the verb check in, with?
When you visit or call people briefly and regularly because you want to get or receive important information from them or to make sure that a situation you are both interested in is satisfactory, you check in or check in with them. After surgery, you'll need to check in once in a while to make sure the bone is healing properly.
What is the meaning of the verb trick into?
When you trick people into doing something, you persuade them to do something by fooling or deceiving them. Con into is similar to trick into. The con artist tricked them into giving him their life savings.
What is the meaning of the verb put up?
When you put people up, you let them stay with you, usually temporarily, in your house or in a hotel. Sam didn't have anywhere else to go after the fire, so I said I would put him up for a couple of nights.
What is the meaning of the verb count up?
When you count all of something to see how many of them there are, you count them up. Count the money up and tell me what the total is.
What is the meaning of the verb tear down?
When you tear down a building, you deliberately and completely destroy it. They tore so many old buildings down in my hometown that I barely recognize it.
What is the meaning of the verb wear off?
When an emotional feeling gradually goes away, it wears off. When I met Jim, I fell in love immediately, but that wore off quickly as I got to know him better.
What is the meaning of the verb pick up p? V.
When you pick up a skill, you learn it easily. Children can pick up a new language very quickly.
What is the meaning of the verb wake up?
When you learn something that causes you to understand the truth about something or someone. It wakes you up or wakes you up to the truth about something or someone. I used to smoke, but when my best friend died of lung cancer, it really woke me up. Hey, wake up. Nicole is lying to you. Can't you see that?
What is the meaning of the verb make up?
When you have an amount of money that is not enough for a certain requirement and you add more money so that it will be enough. You make up the difference between the amount you have and the amount you need. I didn't have enough saved to pay for college, but my Uncle Fred made up the difference.
What is the meaning of the verb wash off?
When you wash something off or wash the dirt off something. You use water and soap to remove dirt or unwanted items from a surface. Mike washed off his car.
What is the meaning of the verb go on?
When you go on information. You are able to continue an investigation or other project because you have this information. The auto company won't recall 75,000 cars because of one accident. That's just not enough to go on.
What is the meaning of the verb let out?
When you reveal secret or sensitive information, you let it out. This information is secret. Don't let it out.
What is the meaning of the verb rule out?
When you rule out people or things, you eliminate them from a list. When you rule out doing something, you decide that it is something you will not do because you do not want to, because it is impossible, and so on. The detective interviewed all the suspects and ruled everyone out except the victim's ex-wife.
What is the meaning of the verb fix up?
When you fix up a place, such as a building, street, or park, you repair and decorate it. I am going to fix this place up and try to sell it.
What is the meaning of the verb keep away from?
When you keep away from people, you do not come close to them or associate with them. When you keep away from things, you do not touch them, come close to them, or use them. When you keep away from places, you do not come close to them or go to them. Mark was very sick yesterday, so everyone kept away from him.
What is the meaning of the verb dry off?
When something dries off or you dry something off, water or other liquids that are on it evaporate. It rained for only a few minutes, so the streets dried off quickly.
What is the meaning of the verb knock off informal?
When you knock people off, you kill them. Mario was the head of a gang of criminals until he was knocked off by a rival.
What is the meaning of the verb take in?
When you make an item of clothing smaller by changing the seams, you take it in. I lose if any more weight, I'll have to have all my pants taken in.
What is the meaning of the verb keep off?
When you keep off drugs, cigarettes, or other addictive substances, you do not use them. When you keep people off drugs, cigarettes, or other addictive substances, you prevent them from using them. Ned is a nice guy as long as you can keep him off booze.
What is the meaning of the verb take out on?
When you take something out on people, you unfairly criticize or punish them because you are angry about something that has occurred or about something that someone else has done. If you're mad at your boss, you shouldn't take it out on your wife.
What is the meaning of the verb clear up?
When you do something to solve a problem or misunderstanding or do something to cure a disease. You clear it up. The medicine Dr. Smith gave me cleared the infection up.
What is the meaning of the verb go inland to?
When you go in or go into a place, building, room, and so on, you enter it. It's getting too dark to play tennis. Let's go in.
What is the meaning of the verb come out, to?
When people leave a city and come out to a place outside the city where you are, they travel to that place. Ned loves it in the city, he hasn't come out to the suburbs in a long time.
What is the meaning of the verb get by, on?
When you get by or get by on a certain amount of money. You continue with your work or continue with your life even though it may be difficult. Don't worry about me, I'll get by somehow.
What is the meaning of the verb kick out, of?
When you kick people out or kick people out of a group. Place, building, room, and so on, you order them to leave. Throw out is similar to kick out. Bob's in our carpool, but he's always arguing with the other guys about something. So we're going to kick him out.
What is the meaning of the verb hit on informal?
When you hit on a person of the opposite sex. You approach and aggressively try to interest that person in you romantically or sexually. Let's go somewhere else. Mark keeps hitting on me, and I'm tired of it.
What is the meaning of the verb grow up?
When you grow up, you gradually change from a child to an adult. Growing up without a father wasn't easy.
What is the meaning of the verb come across?
When you come across people or things, you see or find them without planning or expecting to. Run across is similar to come across. On the trail, we came across some hikers from Australia.
What is the meaning of the verb give back, to?
When you return something to someone, you give it back. Timmy, give that toy back to your sister right now.
What is the meaning of the verb pay back?
When you pay people back, you give them money that you borrowed from them. Would you lend me $200? I'll pay you back next Friday when I get paid.
What is the meaning of the verb come on?
When you want to encourage people to do something or when you want them to do something quickly, you say come on. Believe me, you're going to love this garlic ice cream. Come on, try it.
What is the meaning of the verb clog up?
When people or things clog up a drain or something else that liquids must flow through. They put something in it that prevents water or other liquids from going through it or that prevents it from working properly. Dr. Smith said my arteries were so clogged up by plaque deposits that it was a miracle I was still alive.
What is the meaning of the verb fall apart?
When a plan, arrangement, system, or agreement fails, it falls apart. After 5 difficult years, their marriage totally fell apart.